episode of my podcast. This is Vlogtober and my name is Martina. Today it's 11th of October and we are still in Slovakia, in my country, enjoying our holidays. And by enjoying I mean we are taking care of some stuff that needs to be done. And I have a few updates about my knitting, about the knit along, because I changed the center, the square motif I was knitting. And I have also one really good thing to share. I found my half and half triangle shawl. I did lose it, but fortunately I lost it at the beginning of our road the last time we were going to Germany. And my relatives found it and saved it for me, so now I can just cuddle in this and enjoy the warm autumn we are having. The weather is quite nice. It's still warm. It has been raining for 2 days, but today it got a lot sunnier and warm, so I decided to do this episode on the patio we have, because it's nice and cozy. A lot of crawling things around me, which I hate, but it's nice. I have my coffee, yeah, nice and warm, and I would love to talk about my knitting for some time, for a few minutes at least, and then I will have to go and cook. Yeah, so first thing on my list is the sock that I'm making for my colleague. I have been to the doctor's office and I came a little bit earlier. They were at lunch, so I had some time to knit. And I did some progress. I think like this much I knitted at the doctor's office. A few rounds, but still a progress is a progress. And I guess I will have to knit on this more, but since it's just a vanilla sock with some pearls and knits, I will leave it to the road, because I can knit up a sock in 10 hours. Well, 6, 7 if I'm also driving. So I think I will leave this for the drive. It will be nice. I do not have to look down, I can look on the road, because if you are driving that far you tend to lose the focus. So it's always to have 4 eyes watching the road and not just one pair of eyes. So yeah, that's one of the updates, and the other one is my Westknits knit along, which I decided to change because it was not making me happy anymore. Although I did like the pattern, I decided to change it. I think it's not fair to Steven, because he genuinely made a pattern that was nice. It was lovely to knit up. I loved the process, and that's mainly why I loved it so much, because I could enjoy the knitting. I could just get lost in it, and it was an amazing construction, which I love. I love modular knitting and everything like that, where you cast off and cast on and leave the stitches on some help yarn, you know, a piece of scrap yarn. I usually use just my needles, But yeah, that's why I loved it so much. So I was going through all of the like variations that I could knit up. I saw some lovely granny squares. I know that Jana from Finnish Knitting Stories, she made a beautiful square, granny square in her favorite colors that she's using also for the shawl. They are neons. And she made a lovely version. But I'm not that much into the traditional granny square, so I decided to look some more, and it took me a long time because I didn't like the the one that Steven made. So I had to be resourceful, and I knew that I wanted to make like some type of this. It's nice, it's pleasing me and I like to knit on it. It's going fast, it's not that time consuming as a person would think. I do not have to think with this, because you just do the same thing over and over. You cast on 85 stitches with the 43rd being the middle stitch, and then you do the centered double decrease. So you slip 2 stitches together as you would knit them, knit the next stitch, and then you bind off those 2 stitches that you slipped, and it makes this beautiful center line. I will show it on a picture. Beautiful center line decrease that I enjoy. I did make a blanket of metered squares. Yes. And it also used this kind of technique. It was really pretty. But then I lost my knitted mojo. I didn't like it anymore, so I left it in my wardrobe, and it's there waiting for me to frog it, because I do not like it anymore. I lost the inspiration, and I do not like the colors anymore also. So I opted for this type of pattern, and also, well, most of the people that made this variation, because there's a lot of people that made this one, they choose the correct side to be the one where you cannot see the striping. Where you change the colors, it creates, like these bumps where the colors are aligning with each other, But I do quite like it. I think it adds to the gradient. It's not as harsh, because my colors, they are not the true gradient, so I think I would love to keep the wrong side as my right side. So I would also love to do it throughout the whole shawl, the rest of the shawl that will come shortly, I hope. And yeah, do it like this, because it makes me happy, it makes me want to finish the shawl. This is not my first shawl from Westknits. I did make one more shawl, the knit along from the last year, but I lost my interest halfway through, because I kind of understood where the shape was going, and I did not like it. I do not really prefer I do not fancy the bat wing like shawls. I do not wear them. I do not like them, because I use my shawls as blankets, and that one I could not use as a blankie. So I decided not to knit it. And with this one, well, since I'm already knitting on it and basically making up my own pattern, I think if I will not like the next steps of Steven's continuation of the pattern, I will just add some parts, because it's modular, you know. You can add anything you want at any time of the process. So if it will be a wing, bat wing, shawl, I think I will add some parts to make it more square or more rectangular. Yes. So that was the knitting part, and now to my life. I went to see my new niece. She's beautiful. She's tiny. She's lovely. She doesn't cry much. She's only 2 months, so she still has some problems. After she eats, usually the milk comes back up. But it's no problem. It's a lot of kids have this problem. And she's really tiny. But I think it's because she's not that tiny. I just think she's tiny. And compared to her oldest brother, she's huge, because her oldest brother, he was weighing only 1.5 kilos. So he was premature, and he really, literally, he could fit into my palm, you know. He was that tiny, you know. And this one is a little bit bigger, but still, since it's a girl, she's like petite and delicate. And I was holding her, and she loved it. She was looking at me. She has these huge eyes. She has brown eyes, huge, beautiful brown eyes. And my husband never held a kid, never held a baby in his life. So, yeah, I had him hold the baby, and it was so lovely. He got lost in the baby size, and he was like talking to her in his language. First, he started to talk to her in Slovak, and I just looked at him like, yeah, you can talk basically any language. She likes the sounds, she cannot make out the words yet. So he switched to his language, and it was like so cute. He loved it. And she did vomit on him. Yes. So we spent there the whole day yesterday, well, the whole afternoon. And after that we went to see my parents, because they were asking if we would come. So we did. For an hour we sat there and just watched the news. Yes. Yeah. And what we did, before that I went to the doctors, because I had some problems, and I wanted to make sure that it's nothing serious. So I did go there, and they were like, yeah, you're perfectly healthy, nothing to be worried about. Yeah. So that was my week. Also, we took the car to its doctor. We had the service done on the car, and we also had to take care of a minor damage that we had on the bumper. We parked the car in Germany, and someone scratched it, and they left. So we do have the insurance, the one that also covers these things, but still you have to pay the part. and they estimated the cost of the repairs to 2,500 euro, which is quite a lot. The insurance company will pay for it, but we still have to pay the deductible, and I cannot find how many percent is the deductible. So this will be fun, really fun. Yeah, they will change it, they will do the repairs. It's not that serious, it's just a scratched bumper, and the rear light is chipped. So basically, because of the chipped light, we had to tell them like, hey, we need this to be repaired. If it wasn't that and it was just, you know, scratched a little bit, the paint is not even chipped, it's just the bumper, and the bumper is like this rubbery plastic. So it's okay, you cannot even find it. When we arrived there, he had all of the information on the paper, like where's the damage, and he came to us, he was like, please show me because I cannot find it. So it's not that serious, it's not serious at all, but he still had to estimate the parts, because they do not repair the parts, they just take them out, throw them away and put in the new ones, which is such wasteful. But also for the economy, I do understand they have to make money somehow, so they do it like this. Yeah, I will get my coffee. The neighbors. Also, it's the time when the kids are coming home from school, so they're on the streets, you know, the classmates are going home. So that was basically everything I was knitting on, because with the kids I could not knit, and we spent there the whole day. They are 4 and nearly 3 years old, and now the newborn. My sister has 3 kids. She adopted all of them, and I personally love them. They are amazing. You can see all of their characters developing, but unfortunately I do not see them a lot because, well, we are in Germany most of the year, but they do come to Germany once in a while. And yeah, so we get to see them, and we also go to Slovakia sometimes, so we get to see them. And we will baptize the baby girl on Saturday at 12. By far the October is going nice. I like it, and I would also like to say thank you everyone for watching and liking and commenting on the video. I was so surprised when I saw how many people watch the videos. It's so many people. You know, I feel like, yeah, I'm fine with like 10 people watching my videos, even 5 is nice, and it was like 100. And I'm like, oh wow. Really nice, thank you so much. I hope you will like the knitting content that will be happening in the next days, because I will have to crank it up, make this, and then I will get onto the bunny, and the bunny will have to be quick, so I will sit down, I think one evening, and purely knit on the bunny. So I have it done, I can give it to her, you know, to have some cute memory and everything. Yeah. Okay, I ran out of yarn, so thank you for watching. Have a nice day and see you later. Bye.